What's up, guys? It's Uncle Freedom, and I figured we'll finally talk about that ever elusive line 3 that I haven't made a video on when I made line 1 and 2. Line 3 means a lot of things. It's very situationally dependent on what you're actually doing. I did a video on here where I talked about war belts. I've done videos where I talked about my outer carrier that I wear every day at work. And my third line gear at work is actually my patrol bag, which lives in the front seat of the truck. If you've ever been friends with a cop or known a cop or ridden in a cop car because you did something stupid, in the front seat right next to him is a giant bag. And that giant bag contains everything we need to do our job that we don't necessarily need on us all the time. Everything from narco testing kits to Narcan to spare medical gear to spare magazines to extra flashlights and stuff like that, breathalyzer. It all lives in that bag. But if I leave my house because I'm going to a soccer game or something like that, I carry a backpack. I do that all the time because what I carry on me is pretty important to what I'm actually trying to do. It's not an end of the world. I don't bring a get home bag everywhere I go. It's not a bug out bag. It's an EDC bag. It's my third line for my daily life. It gives me things that I need that can help me to achieve or to make life easier on myself, depending on the situation I find myself in. And for the last several months, that bag has been the Everly Stock F5 Switchblade. Now this is a freaking amazing pack. Everly Stock, if you don't know who they are, I'm sorry. I really am. Because here's the thing, in the world of bags, in the tactical world of bags, everybody knows Eagle, everybody knows 511. If you, depending on how long you were in or who you watch on here, you know about Mystery Ranch. If you're a hunter, more than likely, you know who Everly Stock is. And if you were ever a part of any recce detachment at any point in the military, you know who Everly Stock is because, well, they did our bags back in the day. But this is their everyday carry bag. This bag clocks in right about 27 or 25 liters, so it's not huge by any stretch of the word. And I know that somebody's going to be like, there's no way I carry a bag that big. I'm sorry, go to the gym. Maybe you don't need shit. I don't know. But this has been about as perfect a bag as I could ever ask for. So I have dual water bottle pockets on this bag. I have my gloves strapped at the top, and on each side I have a zippered stuff pouch, and then I have a full front stuff pouch, which has nothing in it pretty much except for my Everly Stock rainfly that I keep in here. Not because I like rainflies, because here's the thing, if you're hiking and you put a rainfly on, you have a giant fucking hole where the thing went around the bag and you're going to leak water into it. But for me, if I'm at the range, I'm training, I'm doing something, I've got this bag outside, I take that rainfly off, I throw it over this bag, and I just lay my bag on the ground. Now my bag's covered. This is their 2-liter pack that I bought separate, does not come with a bag. This is the military green colorway, so it's it's very Ranger green. But in my 2-liter bag, which is pretty simple, I have spare glasses, because I wear glasses and contacts. And then right now in here, I have my Dark Angel medical ankle trauma kit. So I've got chest seals, pressure dressing, quick clot, gloves, and a soft T wide in here. And this little 2-liter pouch is awesome. I bought this when they had them on sale. If you missed out, I'm sorry, because the sale was badass. So these are Blackhawk Pilot Glove Pros. So these are the Nomex and goatskin leather. Excellent gloves. I've got them on there with a black diamond carabiner. Now you see this molly, it doesn't look like normal molly. This is their 10mm molly. So it actually saves you a bunch of weight over having like normal molly straps. And it does have molly on both sides and down the front of the pack as well, which is pretty cool. However, you will notice sometimes with certain molly attachments, it does not freaking work. One of the great examples of that, so if we look at the side here, I have a Nalgene from Spirited Systems, represent, love their gear, they're awesome. And then I have one of the coolest stickers I've ever seen that says Maligator. So if you've ever hung around with a fur missile named something evil that likes to attack bad people, it will bite you too. But it doesn't know any better. It needs to fight. That's what they do. They're just like they are fucking heat-sinking fur missiles, and they're fucking awesome. And nothing is more satisfying than turning a dog loose on some shitbag that wants to hurt people. So Sorry, not sorry. But anyway, yeah, Spirit Systems, Nalgene, because Ripper fucking sent. Spirit System makes excellent kit. I have a lot of theirs as well. And then on the second water bottle pocket over here, I keep my Therm cell vault. Now, everything we do in this world runs on batteries of some kind, whether it's your flashlight, your weapons light, your ear pro. I'm a firearms instructor, so I'm always at the range. Inevitably, my ear pro will die. So I like to have this. This is their biggest one. This guy actually, it is waterproof as well. It's got a gasket, and I have these cool little keepers in there. So I have 4 AAAs, 18 650s, 6 CR123s, and then 4 2032s underneath it. But this is what I was talking about. You'll find things that don't work with the Molly. This is Molly compatible, and it works fantastic on normal Molly. It does not work worth a shit on this. It will fall off, unhook itself, and it's game over. So in this side pouch here, this full zip here, this is not a huge pouch, but it is big enough to keep some necessities in here. I keep a merino wool buff in here because it's fucking cold sometimes, and I keep a spare Alaskan hard gear beanie in here because, well, it gets fucking cold sometimes. I'm in Nebraska. We're basically in fake spring right now, so give it a week and it'll be below freezing and snowing. On the other side, I have an identical pocket, same size, but to give you an idea of how big this is a size extra large Black Hawk raid jacket. So think windbreaker in here. It's got my police identifier patches on the back. This is useful if I find myself in a situation like I did a couple of weeks ago where I was trying to shop and do my thing, and all of a sudden I got 2 fucking dumbasses going to blows on each other, people from Walmart trying to break up fights, and yeah, nobody knows who you are unless you tell them. And it's a lot easier to have a big fucking white patch on your back sometimes. Just says, hey, I'm the police. I'm trying to be a good guy. Please don't shoot me. Because that would suck. Like I said, we talked about the front pouch here. Now, where this pack really shines is the suspension system. Now, Everly Stock and Mystery Ranch have almost a full lock on the fact that they make the most comfortable damn bags you'll ever put on your back. And it's because they paid attention to what it means to actually adjust a pack. I got in 2 Kelty bags today. One of them I'll show you at the end of this video. The other one is a 50-liter Red Wing Tactical. It's adjustable, but it's nowhere near this good. Mystery Ranch has the harness system. It's amazing, and it's probably as good. But I really, 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 really like these because this, being a mid-size pack at 25 liters, has something over the 2-day assault pack, which is 27 liters, and that is its ability to take a full-size load-bearing belt, which is awesome. This guy runs off the ladder system. I can adjust this down or up on here. I have huge, thick pads in here, which is awesome. I have, on the side here, I have a concealed carry pocket that keeps a handgun cozy, and then I have this harness system here. Excellent padding on here. I've got the Hyphalon material with the Everly Stock on there. Great adjustments. Load lifters on here on the back that actually have retention on them so you don't have extra fucking straps hanging around. Thank God they listen. And one of the best grab carry handles. This is tubular nylon with foam on the inside in the fucking business. Now this pack, what has made it so hard for me to ever get away from this pack, honestly, I'm sliding, is this top organizer. So in the world of packs, you've got backpacking packs and you have tactical packs. And in tactical packs, we suffer from something called organizational paralysis, where we have 9 million fucking organizers on the inside of it to keep all of our smallest pieces separate from the other small pieces so that we may not remember which pocket we put those small pieces in. It's kind of the problem. The 511 Rush 24 is an amazing bag, and if you're hyper OCD and you can't stand for your red pencil to touch your blue pencil, it's probably the bag you want. But it's a little too much. This bag, very minimal organization. I have big stuff pockets on the side, big one on the front, so bigger items. I get easy access. Rain cover, wind jacket, spare cold weather gear. Easy access. This bag rides in the floorboard of my truck at work like this, so I have access to the brain. Now, the brain pocket is something you see very, very commonly on a hiking backpack. It's easy access for stuff that you may need. This has the best fucking organizer in the business. It's not too much, but it's also not too little. And honestly, when I start looking at other packs, like the Mystery Ranch 2-Day, I can't bring myself to carry it because I lose this pocket. This pocket, if you're not familiar with it, the R1 Bang Bang, which is the best range bag I've ever used, has one of these pockets on each end of the bag, and it's excellent. So let's take a look at what makes this little fucker so badass. So I have great YKK, I think they're number 10 zippers with thumb loops on either side. First thing in here, I got a battle boards bag that's got my Werther's Original, my old man candy, because yeah, a little leather pouch with a Hinder Investigator pin, and then harmonica and some snooze, and then we can get into the actual organizer. Oh, Visine, gets the red out. So I've got all the way down to the bottom of this, which you can see my whole hand fits in here pretty readily. I have some paracord, and I have these organizer pockets on the top. You can see the retention lab there. And then here's a pair of my Ray-Bans, right? Because I wear aviators because I'm a cop. And if I put those on when I get out of the truck, you instantly know you're getting a ticket. Just saying. So these actually have pockets here. These are padded. These will easily hold an AR mag. And then there's a second pocket behind it right here that'll hold another AR mag. They're plenty long enough. They're great. I don't do that because I have spare AR mags in the bag next to me. But I do carry things in here like my lockpick set, alcohol map markers, spare flashlight, some gummies for the gym when you max out your glycogen reserves, fouled even DC4 sharpening stone because sometimes you need it. And this guy actually has a pretty excellent pen loop right here, so I can put 2 pens, 2 pencils in here, and it works out great. I got some chapstick hanging down here in the bottom. And then in addition to all of this stuff we've got in here, which is fantastic and allows me to easily organize what I think is important, I also have a full-length slip pocket behind all of it where I keep a bandana because some people have snotty noses like my children. And then I keep a Field Notes Heavy Duty and some field interview cards and graph paper in there because I need that from time to time. So that lives there. That all just sits in there like that. And it gets zipped up for easy access. Like I said, at work, I'll put meds in here and stuff that I need to just be able to reach over and grab out. And then what makes this pack super cool is once we get away from that, we got another set of these big 10 zippers. Now, if I just pull this open, I have a top-loading backpack, which is awesome. These are the Vertex Velcro little ready bags. I have 2 of them on here, and what makes this pack so freaking cool to me is we're all Nylex or that loop material on the inside. So on the inside of this bag, I'm trying to do this without knocking some shit over. I have my rip-off Vertex pack here, but I'll pull it out. So I've got hydration here, and then I have a full 17-inch laptop case, which I keep my battle boards field folder with a Right in the Rain legal pad. The field folders are great because they actually have a big Lexan shield inside of it to write on with map markers, which I find awesome. Then I have a separate smaller tablet pouch that has a Right in the Rain field book and a battle boards cover in multicam. Now, I have one of these super long tube pockets that run all the way down the side here. If you want to put another water bladder, you can. And I actually have a hydration port piece here if I want to. But in here, I just keep an F5 Tactical turnout gear bag that's got like some spare odds and ends I need throughout the day. Over here, one of my favorite parts of this bag are these 3 individual loops here, and I keep my Surefire EDC L2T in here with the therm switchback, which is my backup flashlight. I keep a spare mag for my concealed carry gun, rocking those 90 grain Lehigh Extreme Defenders in that one. And then in case, God forbid, I screw up when I leave the house and I don't remember something that's super important to me, like, you know, a knife, I have a Benchmade HK Entourage -1, so this is the D2 steel version of it, 3.7-inch blade, USA made, Benchmade's warranty, basically the AFO2, but the HK version. Now, looking down on the bottom of this thing, I have a server's notebook that I jacked from a server one day, and inside of that, it's actually perfect size for a reporter's notebook, which I use to take notes while I'm at work. Then I have a Magpul DACA. This is the medium, and this has got some extra Right in the Rain notebooks and stuff that I need for work. And then all the way down to the bottom, so I pull this guy completely open. All the way down in the bottom, this thing shelves out flat, and I actually have a Lunar Concepts burrito bag. This has extra meds, tummy medicine, battery bank, charging cables, all that fun stuff in there. And then just a shemagh in the bottom because, well, sometimes you need a shemagh. This is that tube pouch, runs all the way down. And then at the very bottom of this guy, I have a separate tube pouch right here that you can see that I actually keep an organizer pouch in from VanQuest, which has some other odds and ends that I may find myself needing in here. So I've got a spare cuff key, a watch spring bar tool, some drafting pencils, Klein shears, spare Swiss Army knife, pin refills for my stuff, a neck gaiter if I get into one of those situations where they go, and then I have a range flag in here for if I find myself on a range and I'm required to have it and I was not smart enough to grab mine out of the bag. I've just got that guy that lives in there. So what makes Everly Stock so cool is I have a top loading bag, and this is typically how it gets used. But if I want to, I can also run this bag as a, full clamshell opening. Now my second pad here, this actually has a Velcro molly field in here too, so I could molly something on, but I love these little pouches from Vertex. Gives me easy access to things that I need. And as you can see, I literally have everything additional that I take to work in this bag, and I have plenty of room. There's literally nothing in the top of this bag. And what I like about that is if I come home from work 8:30 in the morning, it's time to go to the gym, I'll actually just go grab my wrist wraps if it's push day, or my lifting straps and my elbow sleeves and my weight belt, and I'll stick it in the top of that, head to the gym, and now I've got my gym backpack. So it works out great. Well, one of the new ones I got that came in today, it's going to try to take the place. We're at least going to test it to see if we like it, and that is the new Kelty Red Wing Tactical 30 in multicam aired, because let's be realistic, that's fucking sexy. So on this guy, I've got the same great adjustable shoulder pads that we've got on it. Mesh backing with pack cloth venting. It does have a hip belt on here, though I tucked it away because it's really thin and I don't think I'll ever use it, but it isn't removable, which is kind of a bummer. Water bottle pouches on the side, good compression straps, daisy chain up front, but this is hyper thick and hard. So I have a great daisy chain, but I have a pull handle on the front. This guy top loads and full clamshells opens, which is nice. But one of the things, like I lose some of that organization, but this whole guy is lined in high contrast backing so that I can actually see what I've got. And the thing here, same deal here. I've got the same high contrast in here. This is a big pack. This pack is like 31 liters, and this is actually their sunglass case. So it's like a fucking Polartec fleece hat inside and out. It's really cool. But I've got some basic pin loops right here on the inside of this guy and a couple little pouches. These are not USA made, which is kind of a bummer. But as far as even having the high vis stuff, even on the inside of the main compartment of this guy, I have high vis, and I have a full suspended laptop sleeve with a full loop field on the front, so I could put my little Vertex pouches or whatever in there. But this is a large pack. At 31 liters, this does not feel like a 31 liter pack. It feels much larger, but I can also take this guy and zip it to there, and I still have top loading access to the pack, which is pretty cool. You can even see the high vis all the way down the bottom. So this is going to be the new one that's going to usurp my F5 Switchblade. It probably won't, because the F5 Switchblade is as close to perfection as I've ever found in an everyday carry backpack. Though I am looking forward to using this bag, even if this just becomes an op bag for me, meaning I have spare ammo and weapon stuff for the stuff that I do. But guys, that's my third line on a day-to-day basis. It literally carries the stuff in it that can make my life more comfortable, from a rain jacket to a beanie to a shemagh to an extra flashlight, spare batteries, an extra knife in case I forgot mine, spare ammo for my gun in case something happens, some med gear, my notebook, my pad folio, pens, alcohol markers, just stuff that I use that I don't need always access to, but I always find myself needing it at some point. Right down to my old man candy, my Werther's Original, my extra glasses so I can fucking see, and I have spare contacts in that little bag in the bottom to, snooze, or if I just want to jam out a harmonica. So that's how I kind of view my packs. And that's a look at my Line 3 bag, my F5 Switchblade from Everly Stock. Hands down, the most badass EDC pack I have ever put my hands on. It's ripstop 500D nylon. The military green is beautiful. You can get all the matching pouches that you ever want. And I also own several other bags from them. I own the Big Trick, the Little Trick, the Kite, the Dagger. Like, they make great packs, and I highly recommend checking them out. That said, you are going to pay for them. That pack is a $230 pack. When you, like, the 2-liter thing is an additional $30. The pack covers $40. The belt, I have the belt for it. I just don't use it unless I'm going to take a day hike with my kid. But that belt's an additional $40. But I have used this pack as my day-to-day pack, going to and from work, to and from soccer games, kids events, to Walmart, to, you know, an impromptu day hike with my kid, to my gym bag to get to the gym. That's, to me, is what my Line 3, my everyday carry bag, is supposed to do. It's supposed to be the jack of all trades that I can just use because I need a bag that day, and it's durable, and I can count on it, and it looks fucking awesome. So, guys, there you go. I'm Uncle Freedom. Like and subscribe and tell a friend. That is a look at Line 3. I'll let you guys know how the Kelty works out, but that's a cool ass bag. Till next time, guys, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time.